The masculine in all of us gets recharged by spaces of no demand. The feminine needs to recharge, needs oxytocin. So the masculine needs dopamine, testosterone. The feminine needs oxytocin. Oxytocin happens through touch, through cuddle, through attention. We have to take personal responsibility for filling up. And this is part of what I see in couples with new babies is that they lose that capacity to get full because the little alien is sucking so much energy out of their daily lives and their bodies and things like that. But it's not as hard as people may think, but it does require a commitment to our own nourishment.
And then going back to the question about what do you mean by sexual polarity when you can't be having sex?
Sexual polarity, gender does not matter. One partner is amplifying the feminine pole, meaning they're embodying the traits of the natural feminine, which tend to be, fullness, energy, movement, love, pleasure, right? So the feminine partner is amplifying the feminine pole through their body, turning up the feminine juice, let's call it. And then the masculine partner is relinquishing their feminine, basically agreeing in the moment to amplify grounded presence, depth, stillness through their body. Now you have these two amplified poles, like a negative and positive charge turned way up, which then creates this arc of energy that is sexual polarity. Penetration is not needed. Ultimately, it's nice, but it's not needed. I think people don't get like how deep with your clothes on, looking into somebody's eyes, breathing with them, turning up these poles can create so much juice.
Yeah. And I think that, even if a woman isn't interested in having penetration or being physical, a woman who is in a loving partnership with a man is wanting his presence during that time.
I see this all the time with couples. I'd love her to be more feminine. I'd love him to be more masculine. Well, how grounded are you, right? When you're wanting more femininity from her, how open and full of energy are you when you're wanting more of his grounded depth? And so we really do need to be in the evocation experience through our bodies versus the demanding, blaming experience through our bodies.
So simply put, the primary masculine gift in any relationship is conscious embodied awareness. Suppose your wife comes home from work and immediately shifts into mother and domestic partner mode by cleaning up or directing the kids. Perhaps you can sense she's dropping into her habitual roles and responsibilities, but because you are tuned into her, you can also feel that her heart is weary, her body is tense, her breath is shallow, and her movements are fast and sharp. This is the perfect opportunity to intuit what she truly needs, be it a bath, or some time with yourself, or your hands on her heart for 5 minutes. You say the masculine gift in relationship is liberation. Can you tell us what that means?
So let's just stick with that moment you described, right? Let's just say she's exhausted from caring, we'll keep using the new baby example, right? She's exhausted from, 2 or 3 months of no sleep and feeding a new baby and all of that, right? Her heart is weary, her body's tired, So the masculine gift will be to feel that in her and find ways to liberate her heart and body into pleasure, love, joy, breathe with you, look into your eyes, like, let me see you. And in doing that, if he does that with a deep presence and a open heart, he will free a part of her heart that has probably been pretty tense and overwhelmed and burdened. That is a gift to both be aware that that's what's needed and his capacity to do that. Those two things are skills that can be learned.